Did you know that medieval castle toilets or garderobes were often built into the thickness of castle walls? In some early castles, the urinal might simply be a hole in the floor. Castle toilets were built out of stone, sometimes with a stone seat, sometimes with wood. Usually projected out over the castle walls so that the waste would drop below, outside the castle walls, taking advantage of gravity for waste disposal. Triangular urinals were also built into some tower walls so that defenders did not have to leave their post for very long. The evolution of castle toilets is as fascinating as it is surprising. In the early days, these facilities were a far cry from what we're accustomed to today. The earliest castle toilets, or garderobes as they were known, were little more than holes in the ground, often perched precariously over the castle walls. As castle designs evolved, so too did their sanitation systems. The introduction of the shaft system marked a significant leap forward. Waste would be dropped down these shafts, often leading directly into the castle moat. A medieval solution to waste disposal, albeit not the most pleasant for the castle's inhabitants. Some waste shafts were short, while others reached almost to the ground. In the latter case, that might prove a dangerous design feature. Indeed, besiegers used just such a latrine shaft in 1203 to gain entry to Chateau Gaillard on the River Seine in France. After the siege, to ensure no repeat of the trick, a masonry wall was built around the shaft exit. Sanitation was a major issue, with moss or hay often used as a rudimentary form of toilet paper. It's a stark reminder of how far we've come in terms of hygiene and comfort. Quite surprising to have this rudimentary system in place 1,000 years after the Romans invented public toilets with plumbing. So much sanitary knowledge that seemed lost after Rome fell. The medieval toilet was a product of its time, before the advent of indoor plumbing refined the bathroom experience. In many cases, garderobes were made without privacy, with no doors or dividers. But the largest downside to the medieval toilet was the fact that there was almost no practical way to avoid the stench. I bet that Rapunzel story hits different now.